What up, nerds? And welcome to another fishy episode of Straight Chilling, the weekly horror movie review show where you chill and we kill, slice, dice, and chop up yet another horror movie. My name is Bob. I'll be your host for the evening. This is episode 541, recorded on Monday, August 18th, 2025. Tonight, we are talking about the winner of the August poll, which was Orca from 1977. Before we get into it, let me introduce everyone else on the show tonight. First up, calling in from Washington, D.C., we got your boy, Rand Diesel. What's up, man?
Vengeance will be mine, Blowhole.
What's up, Blowhole?
Perfect. I'm going to call you Rand Dorsal tonight, actually. Switch it up a little
All right.
bit.
Put it on the list.
I know a lot of things about fish, okay? I'm a bit of a fish guy.
A bit of a fish head?
A fish head, yeah.
Are ya?
Extra
A
smelly.
little bit of a fish head.
Use me for chum and whatnot.
Roly-poly?
Yeah.
Fish head?
Speaking of chums, next up on the show tonight, we got Shaboy Soju. What's up, man?
Aye, mateys, it's your boy Pegleg Stains, ready to hit the open waters.
Third peg leg.
Yeah, yeah. The entendres are just wide open waters.
Well,
Damn.
I'm counting down the seconds until the first semen pun.
Oh, Randy.
That's
It's
a little-
coming.
It's a little
It
too
is
low brow
coming.
for us on this show.
Okay,
The semen
we're a little
are coming,
elevated now.
people.
You know, when you head into your 12th year of podcasting, you really got to evaluate yourself.
A little
and
refined,
say,
you know.
Take it up a notch, you know.
Oh, she's a fancy flapjack.
So we're talking about Orca tonight on the show.
Yeah.
You didn't say that already?
That wasn't
No,
clear.
yeah,
Don't you usually?
did.
Oh, okay.
I did, and that's why we're we're refined. You knew that. You were just playing.
Oh, yeah.
You were just playing.
Refined, much like this film.
You guys listen to me. You always listen.
It's some people say it's better than Jaws.
When is Rob getting here?
More elevated than Jaws.
Some people
say.
I think one person. Shouts outs to Steve.
I'll tell you, Harry. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Steve from Waxing the Porpoise podcast. Friends of the show, he and G Baby. But yeah, some people might actually prefer this to Jaws. We'll get into all the reasons why here shortly. Before we get into it, though, let's tackle just a little bit of housekeeping real quick. We do still have our September poll currently posted on our Patreon website. If you guys support us at the $5 level or above, you get the chance to vote on a movie we're talking about this September. The theme for September is War on Satan. We got 3 movies you're voting between. They are Black Sabbath, Needful Things, and Trick or Treat.
Oh, Bob, has everyone risen up and taken all your votes away yet?
It's begun. It has started.
Good.
The
It has
revolution.
begun.
We still
Ooh,
got
is
about 2
Blackfish
weeks
finally
for
going to
you
get justice?
Black.
In third place, still Black Sabbath, but 10% of the vote now. It has received some love.
Whoa, okay.
There she is.
There she is. Second place, Trick or Treat, sitting there with 40% of the vote.
Well, I'll be stripping all those, so I'll get those.
Wow.
Okay, so really,
Oh, you'll
Black
be stripping.
Sabbath is at 50%. then.
Strip the.
Really?
Ooh, look at you and your math. Look at that. Needful Things sitting in first place with 50% of the vote.
Well, it looks like me and the other one are tied. Well, I guess it would be Randy if I'm talking
Me and
I'm
whoever
trying
else.
to keep it anonymous.
And the other one.
The other.
I have to be
one.
oppositional.
I'm
God damn
taking
it.
Bob's votes, and then there's another one.
Who
We
could
don't know who it
guess?
belongs to.
It's anybody's guess. Cesar, he actually chose this one. He's back for this poll. Get those votes in before the end of the month. We'll see what movie we're talking about this September. There's a war on Satan, and we're doing something about it. We're putting Satan back in September where he fucking belongs, people. Get on board.
That's where he belongs.
The devil is a motherfucking liar. So you know I ain't worried.
I ain't
Biatch.
I ain't
And
worried.
Bob, in just a couple short weeks, we'll have that Halloween poll up, that triple feature.
Triple
Oh, baby.
feature.
Pumpkins.
It's coming.
Unbelievable.
It is
go.
coming. Much like the
There we
semen.
go, boys.
It is coming.
Randy,
Whoa, now there
what
it is.
did we say?
Broke
What-
the seal. Broke the seal.
the semen seal has been broken. And in other Patreon news, we're dropping mini casts every other Friday. Just dropped just really a full-blown podcast over on Patreon for you guys this past Friday. Your boy Soju and I were talking about the best horror movies released of the decade so far, and we each made a list of 25 films and ran them down, just stuff that was released since the year 2020 up to present day, 2025 and a half. Check it out.
Yep.
Available for you now.
We are the tastemakers, so head on over there. Figure out
We
what's
are the
cool,
dreamers of the
so you
dream.
Sure. We make your tastes. That's
Whoa.
what we do here. That's all we got going on over on Patreon right now. Boys, do you have anything else you want to plug?
I don't have a goddamn thing.
Yeah, I do, but I don't know release dates yet, so I'll hold on to those. But I will say that coming out this week is the final track off the AM album that I do with my sister podcast, Don't Believe the Hype. That's I Wanna Be Yours, the song that has 3 billion streams, the TikTok sensation.
Is it?
The last
I
track off of
remember.
AM. So head on over to Don't Believe the Hype and hear what we have to say about that phenomenon.
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
Arctic Monkeys just getting kids laid left and right.
Yeah, I guess.
What the fuck, Rob? There's gotta be a better way to say
You're
that
having
shit.
sex.
I mean, it's the song's fault, not mine. It's TikTok's fault.
Okay.
It all comes back to China.
Morals. I'm a
You know
good
they're not
person.
having sex.
I have
That's
limits.
That's Gen Z. Come on.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, they're
They allegedly
self-imposed inceldom.
They don't have the coitus. That's all we got.
If you want to prove me wrong, slide into my
Oh
DM.
my God.
Oh, no.
We're canceling you.
I have to stop
We're
talking to both of
collectively
you.
canceling you. What did I do? What the fuck did I do, Randy?
I don't know, man. You're talking about kids getting laid and shit.
I mean, kids of age.
But
That's all. That's all we got.
did the.
Thank you. That's all we got. I think our house is squeaky clean.
This house is clean.
Let's get into the main event. We're talking about Orca, and we're kicking it off with the back of the box.
What's on the back of the box?
Well, Bob, you got this box. Throw that bad boy up there.
Look at
There
that.
it is. That
Look at
doesn't
that.
look
Orca,
too special, though.
the killer
It looks
whale.
ridiculous. Orca, the killer. I thought it was just called Orca. I didn't. Is that part of the title? Orca, the killer whale?
Yeah, I think depending on like what country you're in, it was just Orca or the killer whale or both.
Okay, I gotcha.
I think in America it was just Orca, but then on the poster it says the killer whale. You know how they do. They like to switch things up.
Okay.
Yeah, this is available on Blu-ray from Scream Factory. It's also in 4K now from Kino Lorber. You can also rent it. It's super easy to find. So slam Orca into your eyeballs if you so desire. Yeah, this is from 1977, rated PG before the invention of PG-13, because goddamn, dude, there's some rough shit in this that we'll get into. But back in the 70s,
I will say,
It's
I
like
guess
something
this
that
is
came out of a nightmare movie.
it is.
on the Wikipedia. There's, I guess, maybe a movie poster that's pretty badass. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty sick. It's like somebody.
I'll be the judge of that.
Some would say better than
check
Jaws.
it out, Randy. Check it out.
Check it out.
If it doesn't.
Rated PG with a runtime of 1 hour and 32 minutes. This was directed by Michael Anderson. Written by Luciano Vincenzoni, Sergio Donati, and Robert Town. Stars Richard Harris, Charlotte Rampling, Will Sampson.
Margariti.
Right. Fuck me. Plot synopsis brought to you by IMDb is as follows. A fisherman and his crew are targeted by a killer whale seeking vengeance for the death of its mate.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
I mean, truth.
Vengeance will be mine, blowhole.
There you go.
You blowhole. That's so.
Little Pete was a big fan of
appropriate.
Orca, the killer whale.
You
Fucking
fucking blow.
blowhole.
Boys, have we seen this movie before, and would we recommend folks check it out? Rand Diesel, kick us off.
I had not seen this film before. It has a little bit of a reputation around our Slack channel as being the hot take of the Waxing the Porpoise show, which I'm a little surprised that people feel that way. I haven't listened to it, but I will say that to love this movie, it fits perfectly with the title of that podcast. So, I mean, I don't understand what the big deal is. And we're big fans of the show over there. I just have not listened to that episode. But yeah, no, I wouldn't recommend this movie. I would recommend this movie if you want a good laugh at a certain handful of moments that you have to slog to get to. That's where I'm at.
That sounds like a not really from your boy Rand Dorsal. Sorry. Juice, what about you?
I never seen this before, but I have listened to the Waxing the Porpoise episode, which is really funny. And that's how I knew this film. But I don't know. I had a pretty good time with this film. I think it's entertaining. It's not necessarily good, but it's entertaining for the most part. It might start to drag toward the end a little bit, but I think general horror fans could get a kick out of this. If you want to wrap up your summer, you got about 2 weeks left where you can still watch this, and then it's not appropriate anymore.
You're not allowed anymore. Soju says no.
Appropriate.
Yeah, but you got about 2 weeks. You can fit it in. So yeah, I mean, I think a general loose recommend. Bob, how about you?
It's like acting like your mom's gonna catch you watching Orca out of season, like bust into your room. What are you doing? That's so inappropriate.
It's a September. This is full blown spooky season.
I cannot believe you would watch.
I raised you better than this. So
just innocent, man.
Says the child watching Orca in December.
Innocent man. Bob, would you recommend people check this out?
Yeah, sure. Why not? This was my pick for the poll. Primarily just because I thought we'd have a fun.
Okay, we get it, Bob. You rigged the polls. We get it.
I'm the winner. I need you to know I
there
win.
It is. I knew he rigged the polls because he keeps mentioning these polls.
These polls, they keep turning in my favor.
They just magically work out that way
every time. That's weird.
Justin's you're gonna turn into the My Pillow guy if you're not careful.
Oh boy, I don't know what that means.
My dirty pillow guy, Bob. That's you.
My big dirty pillows guy. Yeah. Go ahead and throw it on. I think you can have a decent time with it. A fun way to wrap up the summer if you've never seen it before. Watch it with some friends, have a couple laughs. Sure, why not? Treat yourself.
Let's get together. Have a couple.
Sure. That sounds like a probably not from the Straight Chillin' crew.
It sounds pretty loose to me.
Extra loose. Like the loosest pair of jorts your dad ever handed down to you. Like,
oh,
yes.
They just won't
wearing them hand-me-down jorts to this day, aren't you, Bob?
Damn. Bob, those are short, I know for sure.
Dude,
those are
my dad.
Those shorts can fit into those.
I could.
Those shorts came from the store half off.
Your nutsack's going to be hanging out of those things.
My dad's shorts are so short, you'd see the pockets hanging out them bitches. God.
That's not pockets, Bob.
Why are they on the outside of his thighs?
These are the kind of questions that you don't want to answer,
Small
those
shorts.
Aren't pockets and those aren't nickels in them.
Small shorts, big balls. That's how my dad rolls. So yeah, that sounds like sounds like it. Probably not from Straight Chilling.
My short and my balls huge.
My balls long as hell.
We're hunting for dick.
A shorts and a long balls.
And a long ball.
And a long balls.
The famous cake song. We're spoiling the shit out of Orca, and here comes your warning.
Spoiler warning.
Bob, got that plot synopsis?
I got it right here for you.
Make sure you include the final song. That's an important part of it.
I'll sing it. I'm a opera singer by trade, so I'll bust into it. Here we go. Your boy Nolan is an Irish-Canadian fisherman living in Newfoundland who catches marine animals in order to eventually pay off his boat so he can return to Ireland. Nolan and his crew are searching for a great white for a local aquarium. They find it and it attacks the aquarium's representative, Kin. An orca intervenes, killing the shark and saving Kin's life. Nolan now targets the orca since it's more valuable anyways. He accidentally harpoons a female orca, killing her and the calf she's carrying. The male orca watches his mate and calf die in horror and screams. The orca attacks the boat and takes Nolan's crew member Novak into the water, killing him. The following day, the orca pushes the corpse of his dead mate onto the beach. The orca begins sinking several villagers' boats and also punctures some underwater fuel lines, causing a massive explosion. Kin's colleague and expert cetologist Rachel shows up and explains to Nolan just how similar orcas are to humans. They mate for life, and they hold grudges, and their brains are even bigger than humans. He empathizes and says his wife and unborn child were also killed in a car crash. He promises he will not hurt the orca, but yet another attack that night causes crew member Annie to lose her leg. Nolan then caves to the locals' request to kill the orca. He recruits Paul, Ken, Rachel, and Umalak, a Micmac hunter, to help him pursue the orca on his boat. They try and blow it up with some dynamite, but it doesn't work. Ken leans over the edge of the boat, and the orca grabs him and kills his ass. Paul gets a little nervous and he tries to leave on a lifeboat, but the orca smashes it and he drowns. The next day, the orca causes Nolan to crash into an iceberg. Nolan and Rachel escape, but Umalak is crushed by an avalanche of ice right after he sends an SOS. Rachel and Nolan are floating on two separate pieces of ice in the water. The orca jumps onto Nolan's ice, causing him to slide down into the water, allowing the orca to slam his ass right into the ice, killing him. Right as a rescue chopper picks up Rachel, the orca apparently just swims deeper under the ice to eventually drown itself. Roll them credits to a bizarre James Bond-ish opera tune.
What?
Yes.
We are one. The shit.
Rainbows in your eyes.
It's like, what the fuck?
Is the orca in Nolan one in context of that song? Or is it like the orca is going to be one with his family that he lost? Is that the...
I don't understand
the
attitude
it
towards...
was written for this.
Don't lie to me.
No, it definitely was.
Oh, you think so?
Written by the director.
Oh, really? Oh,
I'm pretty sure that's what it said. I mean, that's kind of one of the things about this movie that's like kind of hilarious is it doesn't have a consistent attitude towards whales in general or nature or creatures.
My attitude fluctuates towards whales.
Is it science stunt? Like it leans heavily on science, but then it also like leans on like folklore shit from Umalak and then all this stuff. But like they constantly go back and forth. Like he's like a human. He wants revenge for his things, and the whole thing is about him wanting revenge. But the woman, like whose research is like no, they're above such petty human emotions, and like no, what? And I just don't understand any of this fucking movie.
What is this orca movie trying to say?
What the fuck is this?
What is it saying?
It just doesn't have like a consistent point of view on sea life in general. It seems to think that it's both beautiful and fucking like Machiavellian evil.
This is just it's a murder revenge. This is just straight up like a dude getting revenge for his family, but instead of it being a dude, it is an orca.
It's a whale.
It's a whale. It's a killer whale.
Yeah.
It's like,
and he whoops some ass too, dude. When he
does.
blows up that fucking town or the
it's like a fuel reserve. It's
I
a
was
huge
losing my shit. Like that was the funniest shit when he blew up
fucking
that town.
arsonist. He blew up an entire goddamn town from the water.
Yeah, he blows it up and it's just on fucking fire. And I love they do like at least like 4 or 5 shots of him like gleefully jumping out of the water.
Oh my god, it's the same shot.
It's so
they do that throughout the whole movie. They just show him like it's a great shot that you use maybe once, but they overlay it on top of like 5 or 6 different scenes just to show he is doing things, just to give a visual anything for him to do.
He's taunting Nolan. He's like, "Yeah, bitch, I blew up your town."
He's so stoked about it.
What noises do they make? Caca! What are they?
That's the sound they make. I think this sounds like this.
Nailed it. Wow, Randy, you did that with your own mouth.
Whoa, I don't think that was his mouth.
Hey-o.
I have many skills, let's just say.
Many holes. Randy's a man of many holes.
Oh, boy.
But yeah, like jumping, man. It's just it's like hilariously cheap and silly that they would use that even more than once. But at the beginning, they're doing it like dual at the same time. It's like fucking kaleidoscopy. It's so fucking weird.
Why is anyone helping this man? I just couldn't understand why everyone just wanted to help this man. I was just like, fuck this guy.
They were trying to save their town, or at least a couple of them.
Well, I mean, but this woman too, God, she's so thirsty for this salty semen.
The sexual tension between these two people are hilarious. It's so over the top.
She's just naked in the boat.
What the fuck was that, dude? They're in the goddamn Arctic Circle chasing down on a suicide mission where multiple people have died at the hands of a goddamn fish. And they just cuts to this woman looking pensively into the camera, nude in the bottom of the ship, or she is sleeping not with him, but next to him on a separate bed. What the fuck message is this fucking movie sending me? I don't understand what it wants
Boats
to be.
Get you laid.
Also, who?
But did they get laid? I don't know. Like, he seems uninterested at that point. He seems ready to die, and she's like just kind of lounging like she's in a Playboy pinup while people are fucking getting icicles come out of their nose and shit.
Also, too, at the point they find out they don't have enough fuel to get back, there's still 4 other people besides him on board.
He just doesn't care.
Why would they he already says he did this whole thing to get some money. It's not like he's paying them. So why would everyone just be okay to drive into the Arctic Circle with no gas? It's
a
great question. It's like, turn the fuck around.
It, man.
Yeah, what do you do?
Well, fucking Ulak finally tries to hold him at gunpoint, and then they start getting attacked. He gets interrupted. That's the only reason that nothing else happens.
Attacked with an iceberg.
Oh, is that what it was?
The whale throws an iceberg at him.
Well, no, he slams it into the boat.
This fucking whale is smarter than any of these people, and I don't know, man. I don't know what this movie is.
I love how the whale's able to sink every other boat but Nolan's, and then it somehow knows what house they're staying in and knocks out all the pylons so that it collapses into the water. Dude, right before the pylon thing though, it's underneath the house, swimming around, and Annie can sense it somehow, and she's drinking wine, and then it blows the glass of wine up with its sonar.
I forgot about that.
Dude, that moment is just
also perfect.
Too.
The whale the night before, it was the night before. So at this point, it sinks a couple boats in the bay, in the docking area, and then it blows up half the goddamn town with this. And you live in a house that is on the water. Why would you stay in that house?
Great question.
Every part of this fucking movie depends on them putting their most vulnerable everything on top of the water at all times.
Yeah.
Their most vital infrastructure, their fucking the guy that he's being hunted, his house. Every part of this movie has to happen on top of the water for anything dangerous, remotely dangerous to fucking happen to them. So it's just it's like we're following the bad guys in a video game getting their asses torn apart by whatever the protagonist. Mario's just able to find the weak point like that or whatever, it's
the
so
crazy
stupid.
thing is if he wanted Like, he doesn't have to immediately kill the whale. He could just, like, get on his boat and fucking leave. Because the whale just wants to fight him. So if he just leaves, presumably the whale would follow him. He doesn't have to even follow the whale. So, like, why?
But the people don't seem to think that for some reason. Like,
why are they
it's smart enough
following
to
the
blow
whale?
up your
Well,
fucking
also-
city's infrastructure, but not smart enough to know whether or not the guy he wants dead is still there.
Or also, too, yeah, he could get on his boat because they're like, oh, we're not going to give you gas for your truck. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
well, give me some gas from my boat and drive to the next town over
Yeah.
on your boat.
Yeah,
and
just
then
leave.
stay
Just get on
there.
the boat and leave. Like, what? Yeah. It probably
And then
seems
they're,
to be
oh, he's
solved.
like, he wants to fight us in the ice. Like, well, then don't go to the ice.
Yes.
What are you talking about?
What's the whale
Oh.
gonna do? Like,
Yeah.
It's going to push an iceberg into you.
I mean, if you don't,
It's going to
just
slowly
don't follow
shove you
it
towards an iceberg until
into the
you
Arctic.
die.
Like, just
And
fucking
then also,
go home.
too, the whole town is like putting this pressure on. This fish just blew up half of your town. You're not gonna let's go shoot him. Let's go get 5 boats together and just go blast his ass. What are you
We saw how
talking
that worked in
Well, he
Jaws.
sank, I guess, allegedly sank all the other boats. Or
Oh, I guess that's fair.
I think they kind of covered that one. But yeah, otherwise, get on your Sea-Doo. You know they got Sea-Doos. Just get out.
we all got Sea-Doos
We all
because we
got-
don't have
No,
thousands
they didn't have
of
this was
blues.
before.
So you got one or the
before
other.
blues. So
Yeah, that's right.
You can either
77.
have blues or Sea-Doos.
It was just Sea-Doos back then. No
Yeah,
blues
they
were
didn't have
available.
blues.
Sea-Doos as far as the eye could see.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
shit
man, I
goes
just don't fucking know.
so fucking hard at the beginning of this movie. It's like off-putting how hard it goes out the gate when he like harpoons the fucking female orca and then they raise
Oh
it
my
up in the air
God,
and the
dude.
fetus falls out onto
Dude,
the
that is
boat.
pretty fucked.
And he's
That is
like
pretty
so
fucked.
terrified of it that he just like hoses it off back into the
He
water.
hoses her up and back from whence you came.
And then like I didn't totally understand this, but after he harpoons it, the like female orca swims up into the propeller to like try and kill herself, I guess. Like I didn't
That's
totally
what they
understand
said. And I'm
that.
like, that doesn't make any fucking. That's before that happens. Actually,
It's before it happens.
Oh,
Yeah,
was
they
it?
step on the boat. Yeah,
that's
yeah,
before
'cause
she's
it's
caught. She
up
then
on the
gets
boat.
caught.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I
So
thought he
for
harpooned
some
her and
reason-
then she swam into it, but
No, okay.
No, yes, I'm
Randy.
sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
You're right. You're
But
right. You're right.
but before the miscarriage.
right before the miscarriage. Maybe like the
Okay.
harpoon
So why
killed
is
her
she trying to
baby
do
and
this
she knew it and didn't want to live without the baby. I don't know.
I'm gonna say though that maybe it's a reference to something else, but we're doing our coverage of Simpsons Treehouse of Horror again this
Coming
year,
up,
and
yeah.
I already started watching some of it, and one of them is on a boat, and a very similar scene happened with like the rinsing off, the washing off,
Oh boy.
and it might be an Orca reference. I don't know.
Are we
we'll
gonna be-
cover it when we get to it?
Are we talking about it this year? Is it one of the
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Think
Sam.
it's
Get him back to SeaWorld!
either 20 or 21, I think.
Okay,
It's
cool.
a middle segment
Yeah,
on a
man.
boat. You'll see it. But
That sounds very promising.
but
And the whale's just like
um,
screing bloody murder as it
yeah.
happens.
Dude,
It's hard to watch.
Making non-whale sounds, by the way.
God.
It sounds like fucking Chewbacca.
also he was like, oh, it was an accident. It was an accident. But I mean, it was a harpoon. What were you
I
trying to
accidentally
shoot?
harpooned.
I think he was trying
he
to
was trying
just
to shoot
shoot
the male?
the other whale, I think.
Well,
No, I think he was
it's
trying to
still-
shoot the
I don't-
the male.
But I don't understand. They wanted it alive. Why are you
That's
harpooning
my
it?
question.
That's a
yes.
great
Like,
question.
Why are you harpooning it?
Nah, we're
Because
just
it
gonna
cuts-
take him to SeaWorld. It's
because
gonna be fine.
he misses, but it cuts a hole through his fin, so it would
Yeah.
have killed him.
And kills
I
his
don't know.
wife.
I don't know.
Yeah, it would have killed him.
Nolan's out there just
fucking-
fucking guns blazing. Just
Blasting.
so I started blasting.
Hold it,
I don't know if
Also,
this-
you know what? He wouldn't have ever done this if he would have caught that shark in the beginning. So it's really
the
that
orca's
woman's fault.
It's
really
yeah.
No,
Oh,
well,
yeah,
the orca
that's right.
fucking fucks the shark up.
To protect the woman.
Oh, well. So it is her fault.
Well, no, because they have to like steer around her boat, remember? Because like
Yeah,
she's diving and the guy is out there, whatever.
Yeah. That was kind of nuts,
Jesus.
too, watching that shark get
Honestly, the movie starts kind of strong with those scenes.
Yeah.
Honestly,
yeah.
all the way until they're like, okay, we're gonna head out to the ice. I was pretty entertained. Honestly, it gets a little slow at times.
Yeah, when they just start following,
it just drags.
It gets real.
Well,
boring.
it starts getting so stupid that like you have to embrace the silly all of a sudden. It starts off like just slightly silly and like still relatively brutal, more so than I thought this movie could get when I first started watching it, with the miscarriage, with all that stuff. I was like, damn, this is kind of fucked. And I don't know, like I just, from that, it sort of set me up for this expectation. Like, maybe this movie actually is like at least remotely belongs in the conversation with Jaws or something, like, or like is not as dumb as it seems. And then it just gets dumber and dumber and fucking dumber until it's fucking blowing up City Hall. It's like this fucking orca whale is literally a goddamn Bond villain through much of this film. He's like dancing and celebrating on top of the fucking waves as he's blowing up fucking towns. It's insane.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, some of the shots, some of the cinematography, and like the acting, like Richard Harris,
the acting is good,
like pretty good. Like in summertime, there was this one particular shot. I think it's when they're already out on the ice, and he's kind of like standing in a doorway, I think, of the boat, and like she's off to the side. It just looks like so cinematic, and he was giving a really good dialogue and a monologue. He was like speaking maybe about his dead wife or something. I was like, damn, this is like very capable right now. And there are many times where it's very capable, and I think it's like with the main character too. It's like sometimes he's a huge piece of shit. Most of the time he's a huge piece of shit. But like he'll have these like long monologues talking about like when he says, I was going to go out, I was going to camp out here and I was just going to shoot it. But now I'm just like going to go apologize and hope that it can, like you say, can understand. And I was like, damn, this is like pretty good. And then it's just,
I don't know. Like the thing is, like, I only think it's good because like it's strictly the performance that's good. The thing is about like there's so much fucking dialogue in this movie. So much of it is to like create lore or set like, or just to be just straight up exposition dumps. Like there's a lot of that. And if in the hands of a less capable actor, it would have been fucking way, way more grating. But he's like interesting to watch. You can see him have like little thoughts. Like you can see him like go through different emotions to get to what he's saying next, even if what he's saying next is like the dumbest thing ever. And what ends up happening is the movie spends half of its runtime with him deciding whether or not to go back on the fucking water. Like
Seriously,
back and forth.
45 minutes. I'm not going to go. I'm going to go. I'm not going to go. I'm going to go.
Yeah, and everybody's trying to convince him one way or the other, and he's just like, no, yes, no, yes. Well, of course I won't. Well, of course I'm going to. Like, fucking Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah, when I do think the acting elevates the writing in a pretty major way, because the shit that he says is very goofy, but there's some solid moments, like when he goes to the funeral for Novak, and it's just like him and like Novak's mom. There's like nobody there, and he has that short conversation with the priest about sin and whether or not he could like sin against an animal, and he's like, well, you can sin against a blade of grass, but really sin is against yourself. More than anything.
I love that
Actually,
line. That was so
bit,
good.
it's great.
Yeah.
That belongs in the fucking Exorcist series or some shit. Like that's a solid like religious horror idea.
It has moments where you're like, this movie's starting to punch above its weight, and then it does like get back down and dirty, and you're like, the whale is like staring into Nolan's fucking eyes, and it's got this like red light on it, and you're like, fuck yeah.
When red light, dude, several times. The first time I was like, what is the red light supposed to be coming from? And then they do it every time. I'm like, they're literally just shining a red light.
Yeah.
Quasi-evil.
I don't know why.
It's just fucking weird, man. I don't like.
He's
something
evil,
like
you see.
It goes. It'll
like
have these moments.
Evil.
Yeah.
It's like,
is he evil?
Stoic.
Is he noble?
Yeah.
They do this like noble savage thing for a while, but then it's like
he's just a counterpart for Nolan. Like they're supposed to be.
He's just a fucking villain. Like he's just like a villain with a good reason, like a vengeance. Like he is John Wick. We're just on the other side of that story.
Yeah. I mean, he's killing innocent people, but like, Nolan killed his family and they were totally innocent, and he was out there willing to kill other sharks and whatever the fuck. So Nolan was on his property fucking up his life, so this whale's like, well, I'm coming on your
this whale
property.
Is the fucking Punisher. It's he is doing exactly it with style.
The Punisher. Yes. He needs a badass skull tattoo right around the blowhole so you can
imagine the Punisher, except like half the movie was fucking, I don't know, the Falcone family crime boss talking to his wife, wondering whether or not he should just go say he's sorry. Like, what the fuck? That's what this movie ultimately ends up being, except with a terrible soundtrack. So
it does have like the spaghetti western vibe as far as the soundtrack is concerned, and even kind of the theme of it, I guess.
Does, yeah.
But yeah, it's Ennio Morricone did it, so that it has his sound. Yeah. So it's got that vibe.
I remember seeing that at the beginning. Yeah, that's right.
I'm just not a fan of that shit.
So yeah, I mean, what the hell? Like, this has like some good pedigree.
Yeah,
it's just so ridiculous.
It's just like the core conceit is very fucking dumb. And that's really what it comes down to. The core conceit is dumb. It does a lot of legwork trying to earn your interest in that point of view, or in what it's doing with that premise. But it can't, because it's too fucking stupid, and everything that it does seems stupid by like seeing a villain torch City Hall because you killed his pet fish or some shit. Like that's an evil motherfucker. That gives you like, oh fuck, this is ramping up. But a goddamn whale managing to do that from the fucking sea somehow is just like on its face very fucking stupid. Like, I don't know how you get around that, except to embrace the stupidity of it, which this movie does not do. It takes itself fucking seriously.
Well, also too, it's just like, seriously. I mean, for all the deaths and everything, it just really relies on people just staying in too close to the water, because the fish just jumps out and grabs them every time. He just jumps out and grabs them, except for like Umalak, or he gets crushed by the rocks, which was stupid.
Yeah. Well, he flips fucking whatever our lead, whatever his name is.
Nolan
flips him like a goddamn burger into the fucking
he doesn't
wall.
eat him. Yeah, he doesn't bite him. He just fucking slings his ass, and his like
his ass.
Body slams in the eyes and like sinks into the water. I was honestly like pretty surprised about his death, and like I didn't really know which way they were. I thought they were going to have him reluctantly kill him, and it kind of like. He wanted to change his mind, but then he accidentally kills him and is like sorrowful or something. Like I thought that's how it was gonna. So him being killed was a little surprising to me. But then also too, I was thinking when they first go out on the boat and he's got the dynamite and the woman's like, "No, you can't use the dynamite." I was like, "Why?
Yeah,
why did she stop him from using the dynamite?"
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know why she does fucking anything in this movie.
What is she
of
doing?
all characters is the least comprehensible person in this movie.
What is she doing?
She's just out there.
She knows she's going on the voyage to kill.
She says
to kill the whale. Why can't he use the dynamite?
They try and play it off like she's trying to convince him not to, I guess, or like trying to like be the level head in the room or some shit, and hoping that she can turn the tide or whatever.
Doesn't she try to convince him to kill it at one point? Doesn't she
say
just like go shoot it?
I don't fucking understand that
doesn't she say that?
I remember. I know everybody else does for sure. She might. I know at first she tries to convince him not to, times, but then she might come around.
She mostly does say don't do it, but I think at one point she's like maybe daring him to do it.
Probably after Annie gets her leg bit off, she's probably all right. It's gone too far. I guess.
I think she says something about going out and just shooting it. It's time to finish this or something like that. I don't know.
I feel like that's that too. But like that's the thing is like she and what's his dick go back like we're just bouncing back and forth between motivations. Like it just shifts constantly, and it's impossible to get a foothold for very long because the movie wants to switch it up every fucking 5 minutes. So like who's wanting to do what? We understand this guy's tortured because of his own family and he feels guilt because of killing this thing. We understand that there's this dude coming around saying like, oh, there's a nobility and some people think it's a curse to break up a family like that and all that stuff. I don't know, man, but it doesn't like it doesn't amount to fucking anything, and it's punctuated by the dumbest shit you can imagine. So I don't know what to do with this movie. It's just very silly.
He does.
When they talked about the drunk driver killing his family, did they ever say what happened to the drunk driver? Did they ever go into that backstory? Because I was honestly thinking maybe they should have given the explanation of he was fleeing Ireland because he took vengeance out on the drunk driver. Like he killed him or something. He saw his vengeance and fled Ireland.
He doesn't want to be that
and
man
now this
anymore.
is like, and now it's like coming back around or something like that.
I'm fine with that, like, except that there's just they're doing too many turns as it is. If they cut out like 30% of the back and forth, then yes, there's probably room for some more development like that to give a little bit richer characterization. I'm down with that. But as it stands right now, I would not advocate to add a single minute to this fucking movie as it is.
Yeah. They do that like big time Jaws nod at the climax where like the orca jumps on the iceberg and it lifts up and then he slides down like towards the mouth and you're like, oh, that's what I'm having. You think he's going to get chomped like Jaws, but he ends up not doing that. Apparently, orcas really do slam things with their tails like that to kill them.
Oh, okay.
That is, I guess, cool. A real thing they do. Which
That's
is
another thing is like this movie does do a lot of research on the nature side of things. It seems like I'm absolutely no expert, but it seems like a lot of what they're saying comports with what little I have read or heard about whales.
Mate for life.
I don't know.
I don't think so. I think that is not true, if I remember right.
I know they're smart. Apparently, their dorsal fins, whenever you see them, they don't. Whenever you see their fins like rolled over, it means they've been held captive. So like they're not free, I guess.
It's not because they're female or whatever.
Right.
But there is like a lot of like information like, oh, they know what the fetuses look like. It's clear that they did some amount of research with this and tried to play it into the story, but it's not very consistent with either reality or the story they're trying to tell.
I don't know if the fetus drawing or the fetus they use in the movie, the prop they made for the movie, is accurate or not. But they even say when they show the drawing on the slideshow at the beginning, and they're like, "Yeah, the fetus even remarkably resembles that of a human fetus or infant or whatever," and it kind of does. And then when you see that fucking thing hit the ship, it's like it's so fucking uncanny.
Also, too,
man.
Afterwards, there seems to be just like a lot of focus on the whale vagina. I just noticed it in a lot of shots.
I bet you did.
A whale's vagina.
That's what
like, this is really bothering me.
Or Santiago, whatever.
It's interesting,
for
though.
real,
It says,
it looks like an Eraserhead baby. It looks like a fucking Eraserhead baby more than anything else. And I'm looking up Orca fetus right now just for the hell of it. Just for the hell of it.
Yeah, you do it.
And I'm going to go ahead and tell you.
You do it.
Only 2 actual fetuses appear on the first page of Google search, which is as far as I'm willing to go. One of which is from this movie. So the other is like a zygote looking thing. So I guess I know that there are a lot of fetuses that like ultimately have a lot of similarities to a human fetus. I've seen other creatures or whatever. I don't know about a whale, though. It doesn't seem all that close to me from what I'm looking at here.
I can't handle that. I will say, though, this is interesting. So orcas do not mate for life. While they form strong lifelong bonds with their families, particularly their mothers, they do not typically remain with the same breeding partner throughout their lives. Both male and female orcas will mate with multiple partners during their reproductive years.
They're swingers.
Something we can learn from the old whales there, you know? They have a complex matriarchal society, though, with family groups centered around the eldest female. I know. Males stay with their mother.
Oh.
No, they're a bunch of mama's boys.
They're just staying in them basements, I see.
Ocean.
Just booty calling everybody, just getting that strange in the mom's basement.
And dipping out.
Jesus. Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
You know.
Oh, boy.
So, no, this movie sold us a tall tale there, boys. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about being emotionally
lied to,
manipulated by this film? Oh, that's his partner for life. oh, he loved her so much. And
Dude,
it's all bullshit.
Like all of this
I can't
movie is
even
inconsistent with
trust.
itself. It's a movie called Orca the Killer Whale. It's a horror movie where the villain is a fucking killer whale. They call it a killer whale, but they spend so much of the movie justifying it and giving it pathos, or trying to give it like, I don't know, like human, like vengeance, like giving it like fully human emotions and motivations, and also trying to say that actually it's beyond human. Humans are, in the movie's words, retarded to them. And like, I'm just like, I don't know what this movie can't make up its mind what it fucking feels about the actual creature that's the centerpiece of the entire goddamn thing. Is it a noble savage? Is it just noble and beyond us? Is it just like a rote villain that loves to dance on your fucking grave? What the fuck is this?
It's got layers.
You know, I was thinking about how interesting it is, you know, because we have images of sharks, and particularly, you know, like Jaws sold that image and people are scared to go in the water. I was like, it's very interesting that we as a society have been sold, because of like SeaWorld, these like beautiful, majestic creatures. But I was like, actually, they're quite intimidating looking. And with the black and white patterns, it could easily have been like gone the other way, I feel like, where they would be seen as something to be feared in the wild. But instead, I was just thinking about how fucked up SeaWorld is, though, too, to have these like massive, like when they lift it up into the air and you just see how massive their bodies are. I was just thinking, this is really messed up that people keep creatures like this in these tiny tanks and just make them dance their whole life.
Yeah,
that's every fucking thing. Yeah.
How is that allowed? It's so
Are you kidding? It's been allowed for eternity.
I know. That's what's crazy.
It's very
about
fucked up.
it.
But and
It's
the more we
very
learn about,
fucked
like, the thing
up.
is, like, people try to say that, like, fucking Free Willy was entirely about that very thing.
Yeah, I guess
and then
so.
I listened to a podcast, I can't remember what it's called, that was talking about Tillicum, who was the Shamu in that film, and basically like the torture of his entire life. Like that being in that movie did nothing to help him. They did try and set him free. People tried to put him out back into the wild, but he was stunted mentally and like emotionally, and had never like for decades had not swam in the ocean or been a part of a pod, and he was bullied to near death. Like,
God damn.
And then they put him.
I guess this like info is saying that they stay with their mothers and they have their pod. So I guess anytime they breed a male, it stays the pod. I don't know how the females break off or whatever, but
I don't really know.
Yeah,
either,
that
but
would.
like,
So I mean, they stay with their families, I guess, for most of their lives. That's really fucked up.
So like, yeah, it's a hyper like fucked up thing to do, and we understand that more and more with each year, and it seems like nobody gives a shit still. And there's certainly a lot of people that will never give a shit,
even just like
and just want to see a goddamn whale.
Kind of bum me out. They really do like bum me out.
You got to go set them all free. Liberate.
I kind of want to. Anytime
You're going to end up getting the rage virus.
Like, I gotta
this
get
is
you
the
out
step
of here,
one
buddy.
to the rage virus for Soju.
I've seen Brain Dead.
I mean, I don't know, man. They're just locked in this cage forever. Especially things that are really smart, you know, like a whale, primates.
Some creatures do thrive in situations.
At least with primates, there's usually like a big group of them, you know, like they're together.
Yeah, but I mean,
I guess
they can throw their shit at each other.
But they also behave differently. Like the fucking alpha wolves and all that shit, that's based on captivity exclusively. Like that entire theory is based on animals in purely captivity. They don't act that way in the wild. So like, I don't know, man. It's no different than locking up a person and taking their freedom away. Their instinctual needs are not being met, and as try as you might, you probably will never be able to meet them in a satisfactory way beyond just like letting them survive and live a reasonably healthy life. That's the best you could hope for.
You see what happens when they're out in the wild, though? They just start biting your legs off and blowing up your towns and shit.
Yeah.
So you can't
if you let them out in the wild, they're going to come for Bo Derek's leg.
If they didn't attack us, we wouldn't have to enslave
it's their
them.
fault.
Dude, have you heard about the spate of orca attacks that have happened in real life in the recent years? Like, this is a real thing.
No,
Are they attacking boats and shit?
Attacking boats, sinking ships.
Wow.
And it's a
Good for
relatively
them.
recent phenomenon in the past 5-10 years. And it's like they're sick of our shit. Like we kept hunting them and fucking putting them in pens for their entire lives and separating them from their kids. The revenge is real.
Viral orca attack videos featuring Jessica Radcliffe. Oh, I don't know, 2 days ago, but Jessica Radcliffe orca attack. This spine-chilling orca. Yeah, I don't know. I guess something broke 2 days ago. Somebody named Jessica Radcliffe killed in an orca whale attack or something.
This movie's just a fucking documentary.
Maybe.
Well, it was decades before that.
Yeah.
This started actually happening in mass, and it's the entire species attitude has turned on us. It's like the fucking happening, except instead of the goddamn wind in the trees, it's the fucking whales. Between that and the boars that are just fucking coming out of the sea somehow and just ripping apart communities, nature is healing by destroying us right now.
The sea boars?
Dude, boars, like massive populations of deadly fucking boars are cropping up in places they have not been before, wreaking havoc on people's towns and shit and their communities. This is a thing that's also happening. A relatively recent phenomenon.
You gotta get me an army of boars.
It's Princess Mononoke all over again.
See it every day. Well, back to Orca, the killer whale. Do you guys have any other points you want to hit on before we rate this thing?
I think we covered all the big major scenes. I don't know.
Yeah. The only other thing I wanted to mention real quick is the sort of
was there they didn't actually show Yabos, did they? I don't think so.
No. I don't think so.
Not that I recall. No, I don't think so.
They
did show they showed the fucking crewman and Bo Derek sleeping together for quite literally no fucking reason whatsoever. They just I caught you in the middle of the act. I'm going to interrupt the movie so we can have this moment of the two of you in bed together and then never bring it up ever again.
Yeah.
They have that trope in this movie that is in a lot of stuff from the 70s, 80s, even the 90s, that magical minority kind of thing happening with the Micmac killer here. And Micmac hunter, he talks about his ancestors, the way they would handle this situation is they'd take a baby fish or a whale and stuff it with bird liver and then piss on it and then throw it in the water. And that's how they would ward off
That's
the
how
evil
you appease the god
fish spirit or whatever. I don't know. Shit like that is just a little cringe.
I was sad because that's fucking
he's the guy from
I can't remember his name.
Once flew over the cuckoo's nest. William Sampson. His name is William Sampson.
William Sampson, and I fucking love him in that movie. He is so good in that movie. It's amazing how low these really good actors have taken themselves by being in this film.
Well, they're trying to get
that. He was in a movie called The White Buffalo.
Money.
He was in Poltergeist Deuce.
I guess I haven't seen that one. They were back, I heard.
They are indeed.
What's the little subtitle? The Other Side is what it's called. He was a rodeo performer.
Damn.
There you go.
All right.
Storied man.
Let's go and rate Orca out of 5. Ram Diesel, kick us off. How do you feel?
Yeah, I don't think much about this movie. I've talked about the flaws ad nauseum. It's a little bit trying to sort it out is frustrating. Trying to sort out why they would make some of the decisions they made, why some of the story beats they have, all that sort of thing. That said, I did have a good time. Quite a number of times. I laughed, not usually at the movie's expense. I would say that there are some, like somebody pointed out, there is some good stuff in here, stuff that is inherent, just on its own face, taken out of context, good story beats, a few good lines, great performances from a lot of these actors. It's just propping up a fucking circus tent that's dying to fall down the entire time, and it just doesn't really work. So I don't know, it's a valiant effort, but a just a dumpster fire of a result ultimately. And the worst part of it is that while it's not as dull as, say, like, to me anyway, and I know this is well recorded on this podcast, it's not like a slow giallo movie to me where I just get really, really tired and want to like look at my phone real bad, and like it doesn't do that as often. It, for the most part, it does keep me relatively engaged, either through audacity or occasionally through some quality business, but it's not consistent in either direction, and it makes it a really tough sell for me to want to watch again, unless of course it's in the company of friends that are mostly joking around and having a drink or whatever. You know, that's the context that this movie would work in best for me. I have no interest in watching it straight ever again, probably. So yeah, for me, I think it's going to come down to a 2-star.
2 even from Rand Dorsal. Juice, how do you feel?
Actually, I mean, for a majority of this film, I enjoyed watching it. I would say it wasn't until the last 20 minutes ish, 25 minutes, where I was like, okay, come on now. I would say after the house attack is where I got pretty bored with it and was just done with it. So at whatever point that had, like when they start heading out into the ice and it just kind of keeps dragging its ass, there was like maybe one more scene where he has, you know, a monologue down in like the ship talking to the woman or whatever, that was like worth anything. Everything else, like the kills and how much it drags, like didn't really add anything for me. So, but a majority of the film, I was either entertained or I thought some of the scenes were pretty interesting or done well. Like the church scene, like the scene where he's saying he wants to say sorry to the whale and stuff like that. All I thought, like, again, was propped up by the acting, not necessarily the writing, but the setting was pretty cool. I like the little town when you get to meet a couple different people there in a couple different locations, and it was just a cool setting to be in. It was, you know, by the sea, but it looked a little chilly, and everybody's got some cool nautical clothes on, and yeah, I just some good knit sweaters in here, you know. So
some of them falling apart. Richard Harris is like threadbare as fuck, and he's got that Charlie Bucket hair.
Yeah. So yeah, I like it a little more than Randy, it seems. I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5.
3 from your boy Juice.
Bob, out of 5. Like it more than Jaws, huh? 5-star film, 5.5-star film.
Yes, 8 out of 5 stars.
Nice.
From your boy Bob. Yeah, this is in no way better than Jaws or nearly as good as Jaws.
It's not even close.
But it is one of those movies that's like trying to cash in off of the massive success of Jaws that came out in 1975, and this is 77, so pretty much right on the heels of it, you know. And I think when it comes to the sort of Jaws wannabes or Jaws ripoffs, this is a decent one. You know, I haven't seen them all or anything, but I think this is definitely a decent watch here. I think there's a lot of good
Best of
things.
the worst.
Yeah, you could describe it as that. I think there's some really quality acting. The writing isn't so great. Most of the action sequences, I think, hit pretty well. There's actually some decent drama happening here, interpersonal drama with the humans, and even like drama on the whales side of things. Specifically at the beginning, you're like, holy, like really feeling for this fucking whale. You're like, oh my god, it's terrible. All this shit they're doing. The explosion is hilarious. Like, the whale blowing up the wine glass with its sonar. That might be like my favorite gag, actually. I fucking love that moment.
Fucking opera singer. Motherfucking.
The sexual tension between Rachel and Nolan is like hilarious to me. It's so like oozing and over the top. I think she tells him to quit screwing around. He's like, whoa, don't use that word around me. I might get a notion or two. Like, god damn.
See, like, you say that, but I think it feels forced as fuck. Like,
oh, really?
She does not seem. She's so like lizard cool. Like, I don't know. Isn't she the same woman from They Live? I'm gonna look.
I don't really know. I'm generally on board with the vast majority of the movie. It's got some great shots, specific like that whale, like zooming into the whale's eye with the red light, and it like zooms back into Nolan's eye. Like it's just like little touches like that they really didn't have to go that like extra yard, but they do. And a movie like this, you really don't have to. The footage of the whale looks believable for the most part. Even when he's like pushing his dead mate onto the beach, it's like. It looks legit, like surprisingly, better than I would have thought. Whenever they do get to that final chase sequence, the movie just like screeches to a halt, and it's just like boring, honestly. So that's like my big complaint with it. Other than that, fun popcorn movie you can have some laughs with. So I'm going to come in with a 3 flat on this as well, and that's going to put our aggregate at a 2.7. There you go there.
I will say this woman, Charlotte Rampling, she has been in a ton of films.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Most notably, she was in the recent Dune films, Dune and Dune
Dang,
I was just looking at this too.
Still working then. Good for her.
Like, I mean, dude, this list is so long.
10 episodes of Dexter.
Is it? Yeah, she was in a season of Dexter. Just like, damn, like
a lot of stuff I haven't heard of. Melancholia.
Oh yeah, Melancholia was that's with Kirsten Dunst, right?
Yeah.
So many things, yeah.
Wow,
still working.
Good for her. 2.7 from the Straight Chillin' crew for Orca. Let's jump over to our Rotten Tomatoes segment, see what the critics and users have to say.
Certified fresh to death.
All right, folks, this here is the Rotten Tomatoes segment in which I'm going to have these fellas guess within the best of their abilities what the aggregate positive score is from all the reviewers of Orca, starting with the critic reviews or the tomatometer, and then moving over to the poopometer or the user reviews. There are 38 critical reviews on the tomatometer, just 38. So keep that in mind as you make your starting guesses. I'm going to start with Bob tonight. Bob, out of those 38 reviews, what percentage would you wager are positive reviews?
This is probably not going to be super high on the critic side of things. So let me get I'll take a 50. Give me a 50.
Ooh, a flat 50. Okay. Yeah. All right. Soju, you got a pretty clean over-under situation happening here. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I think I'm going to take the over with a 55.
Okay.
Maybe. We'll
55.
If it's 53,
nice.
We'll tie.
Math.
All right. Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you will not be tying on this particular film. The correct answer is just a meager 39 percentage points away.
Fuck.
At 11% positive.
Fuck. That is so much worse.
That's so low.
Man,
wow.
We rarely get down that low.
Yeah, there have been much worse movies that have been much higher than this.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's a small sample size, and also it's again like it's that same thing. It's like how many positive reviews can you imagine for this movie, really?
I could see, depending on who you are watching this, that opening sequence with the fetus hitting the boat deck is like, that's probably going to turn some people off. Yeah.
It's pretty hardcore,
Yeah.
It's either, well, it might turn some people off, but I also think that I feel like the range of human emotions is possible at that, because I thought it was like dramatic and sad. I could see somebody being like just turned off by the visceral nature of it. I could also see somebody laughing their assholes right off their bodies at that, because it's so fucking
never shit again.
Overblown and stupid.
They're full of shit for life.
No, they just keep loading with more shit. So I don't know. Your mileage may vary, but apparently it didn't vary that much for these reviewers. There were only 38 reviews, and yeah, I don't know. Let's move over to the poopometer and get this this poop a rolling here. Over 5,000 user reviews counted in the poopometer. So let's go in reverse order here. Soju, over 5,000 ratings, what percentage would you say are positive reviews?
Damn, 11% is so low. Ugh.
Dead air.
This has got to be higher. I'm gonna say 40%.
40%. Okay, Bob, where are you coming in?
Yeah. Oh, hey, I guess I won that last one. It didn't really feel like it, but I guess I did.
That's yeah.
You did.
But you did. It's on the books.
Hell skeet. Whoa.
I don't know.
Whoa.
Juice, what did you guess on this?
40.
40. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Audience
40.
score. Oh, fuck. I'll take. Just give me.
Oh God.
Give me a 50 again.
Oh God.
Oh my God.
All right. Well,
Damn.
I will say you are definitely in a tighter neighborhood this time around. The correct answer is just 6 percentage points away from one of you.
All right.
That correct answer is 34% positive. Soju's walking with the split here.
Damn.
That's a yee. Oh, nope. A skeet and yeet, Bob.
Yeah, that's our favorite. That's how we like
and
it.
then you skeet and then you yeet.
That's what a boy likes.
That's what I learned from my father. With the long
with the Jordan.
balls.
Nothing about that sentence should exist. All right. So congratulations to you both. Let's go down and look at the critics' consensus. It reads, content to regurgitate bits of better horror movies. Orca the Killer Whale is a soggy shark thriller with frustratingly little bite.
Soggy shark thriller?
That sounds like a hot Friday
It's a shark
night.
thriller. One of them shock thrillers.
It's not a shark.
You know what's
thriller,
crazy
though.
is like this is a better version still. I will say this is better than Jaws: The Revenge.
You're
What's
right.
that
It's
one,
the
the
same
fourth one
plot.
or the second one?
It's the fourth one.
That's the fourth one.
Where the shark
It's
takes
the same
revenge.
basic plot.
But he hunts them. He goes all the way down to the Bahamas. He follows them from New England all the way down to the Bahamas.
So somebody kills Jaws' family, and Jaws doesn't like that.
Oh, it's Quint's wife, isn't it?
No, it's
or Brody's wife, rather.
Yeah, Brody's family. So like spoilers for Jaws: The Revenge if you haven't seen it. The movie opens up with the younger Brody's son. I forget his name, Bobby or Brad or something. He's a policeman in Amity, and like he's out. It's like Christmas time, and he's out on the boat patrolling the waters, and they're having a big Christmas celebration on land. And Jaws eats Bobby, and then the family's like, we got to get out of town to actually celebrate Christmas. So they go down to the Bahamas, and then he follows them down there to eat the rest of the family, basically.
Who celebrates Christmas after their son gets eaten by a shark?
My son got eaten by a shark. Let's go
on vacation
an
to
island.
the Bahamas.
Michael Caine is in it.
I can really go for a tropical island right about now.
Michael Caine is in it, and you can tell he does not give a flying.
Isn't that the one he
He doesn't give a single
said,
wet
like,
fart.
it paid for this house or whatever?
Yeah. He's never watched it, but it bought me a great house or whatever the line is. Yeah, some quote.
But I've seen the pool it bought or something like that. Yeah, I've never seen the film, but I've seen the pool that it bought.
Michael Caine.
Michael
Caine.
Let's read some reviews. I'm sure there will be some more fabulous puns amongst them. All right, here we go. Just when you thought it was safe to go back in the water, along came this Jaws ripoff. No worse, and perhaps a mite better than most of the myriad of imitators. Actually, that's not so bad for a negative review.
Bravo. Well done, Rotten Maters.
Let's do another one then. How about this? The orca is apparently so smart that Nolan devises a plan that involves looking the creature in the eye, apologizing, and asking for forgiveness.
I'm so sorry.
It's a good bit. All right, one last one, and then we'll move on. An incoherent blend of Moby Dick, King Kong, and Jaws, hindered by what appears to be extensive re-editing. Okay, that wasn't as funny as I thought. These fucking reviews, they're as bad as the movie.
There's a lot of like just stock footage of a whale swimming.
Oh yeah,
oh my god,
for sure. They
so much
reuse
stuff.
shots.
That fucking jump.
Yeah.
I think you see that in.
Yeah.
It reminds the way they use that reminds me of the way they use the pot breaking sound in Wet Hot American Summer, just for every sound effect. It's just like it's just omnipresent for every situation. Joy. It expresses joy. Expresses sadness. It expresses grief. It expresses whatever the fuck the movie wants you to in the moment. Yeah, that's it for Rotten Tomatoes. Bob, how's that trivia looking?
I got a little bit. Let's go ahead and do it.
It's totally time for trivia.
All right, boys. So according to Vincenzoni, your boy Richard Harris had begun to drink very heavily on set after reading a tabloid magazine and seeing a photograph of his wife Ann Turkle on a beach with a younger man. He reportedly intended to stop performing and fly to Malibu in order to kill them, relenting only after getting into a brawl, which resulted in Vincenzoni getting a black eye. The 46-year-old Harris insisted on performing his own stunts in the polar sequences and was apparently also nearly killed on several occasions.
God,
Okay.
damn.
Kind of going through it there, guy.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do with that.
Just
Glad
have your
like
own
a-
affair.
Just do your own affair. Just something that we
Orca
didn't,
saved my life.
something we didn't mention.
I just
is
thought, what would Orca do? And
Nolan-
all my troubles went.
the character of Nolan in this movie legitimately doesn't know what the word monogamy means, and then Rachel has to explain it.
Yeah.
It's like pretty funny. Anyway, glad nobody died.
Stupid. That's hilarious.
I think he just,
Rob likes to mock the illiterate.
It's
It's
symbolic.
his favorite hobby.
it's symbolic. I'm
What
mocking
a
the man's. Let's just carry on.
Illiteracy.
No, that's not what I was. Not what I was gonna say. Not what I was gonna say. If you guys rip on me 13 or 14 more times, I'm out of here, man. I tell you what.
I'm going to go fight you. I'm going to fly out to South Korea.
I'm going to fly out and I'm going to still be drunk and I'm going to punch you.
Those fighting words. I'll be there.
13 and we got 13 more
days.
times.
30, yeah, count them. So the main orcas used for filming, they were named Yakond Nepo? Yakond and Nepo? I don't know. They were trained animals from marine land. And they used a rubber whale on occasion, and they were apparently so lifelike. Several animal rights activists blocked the trucks transporting them, confusing them for real orcas. The shark used earlier in the film was captured by noted shark hunter Ron Taylor. Who knows of a shark hunter?
Notable. Dude, I want to be known as a notable shark hunter.
My boy Soju.
Dude, I mean,
the notable
infamous shark hunter. Soju. The man.
Shark hunter.
What kind of sharks they got over there, Juice?
I
They,
gotta
will say,
get
like, that's-
famous just so people know the name Soju, the man.
I
Not-
will say
not
that
the
the,
beverage.
the animatronics or whatever, the rubber puppets, whatever they are, I couldn't tell you which scenes they're in. I mean, obviously it's the ones where they're not moving on their own for the most part, but
Yeah, no,
Like-
I mean, I think their skin and their texture, the black and white nature of them, I mean, I think that's a pretty easy thing
lends
to
itself
kind
to
of pull
it.
off. Yeah.
yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I credit where it's due. Like, granted, it was an easier task than others situations, but I don't know.
I think it's
didn't-
easier. The smooth look of like their face, like the structure or whatever is. I think it's easier than a shark, even. Shark
Probably,
has
yeah.
particular kind of mouth, and I don't know.
Yeah,
It just
they have
And they're
like
not
a-
trying to like
so
articulate it too
smooth
much. I don't
looking.
think
It's like a waxy look already, so if they kind
Yeah.
of look that way, it's fine.
Well, and they're also using a lot of stock footage, so there's that.
Yeah.
And there like the scenes where like there was a couple times where I was like, well, it's possible that this movie just abused animals. It's possible that this movie just like it's the
Also
70s.
possible.
Who
It
knows?
seems like they didn't, but
fucking Roar hadn't come out yet, I
probably
don't think.
whoever was holding the animals captive at SeaWorld or what. I'm sure they were being abused at SeaWorld, but that's a bummer.
Yeah.
This movie had a $7.5 million budget, grossed about $14 million overall, so not a great take there. It did have many movie posters, which we're talking about a little bit here. One of them featured a super long text. It said, "The killer whale. The killer whale is one of the most intelligent creatures in the universe. Incredibly, he is the only animal other than man who kills for revenge. He has one mate, and if she is harmed by man, he will hunt that person down with a relentless, terrible vengeance across seas, across time, across all obstacles." That's a
Vengeance will be mine,
Just a-
Blowhole!
full paragraph on that poster. That's A lot.
It goes off the rails kind of towards the end there, huh?
Oh,
starts talking about like, it's interesting. They will hunt for vengeance. That's crazy.
Yeah, this whale can time travel. It can just,
That's a cool poster, though, right?
It is. Yeah, it looks sick.
I think it's pretty cool.
I'd hang it on the wall.
I would, yeah.
Yeah.
This is the last.
Bob, you don't have any. Yeah, there's no wall space.
12 more times. You got 12 more, and I'm out of here.
Ooh, all right. Let's make them count.
Let's really make these last ones count. This is the last bit of trivia I have here. When the film was playing in its initial engagement at the Fox Village Theater in Westwood, executive producer Dino De Laurentiis stopped by the venue several times to check on the grosses. On opening night, he predicted it might outgross the film that inspired it, Jaws. By the end of its first week, it became clear that not only would it not gross nearly what Jaws had done, but that it would likely not even make back its production budget. In response to this realization, De Laurentiis loudly and emotionally wailed to the theater's manager, quote, Why nobody like my whale?
Why nobody like him away? I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
sorry, bud. Why nobody like him away?
It's got to do.
Who said that?
Dino De Laurentiis, the producer.
Oh my god!
That's so funny.
That's so funny.
Why nobody like him away?
Nobody come to
asked
see
myself
him
that
away.
question so many times. Who amongst us?
Why nobody like him away?
Nobody like
You're
him
fond of me
away.
lobster, though.
My peg leg.
Oh God, it's so peg.
It's all a peg, baby.
All peg, no leg.
Oh, that's all peg. Original peg.
The pictures that are in my brain are fucked up. Let me tell you. All right, that's all the
believe
trivia.
that.
We knew that already.
That's all the trivia I got. Let's talk.
I just imagine stick figure drawings with just one big long line that's. They're so fucked up, bro.
You can't believe it. You won't
Can't believe how fucked up my brain is, bro.
I'm just a little fucked up, man.
I'm a sick puppy, dude. I'm just like sick, and people say these to me. I'm just like, oh, that's wicked, bro.
They say it to me, like, bro, you're so sick, bro.
You're so
I'm
sick.
Like, oh, dog,
twisted,
I know.
Little freakazoid. They say
You're down to 11. You got 11 left. That's it. Fuck. Hey, let's talk Cooter of the Week.
Straight chillin'. Cooter of the Week.
Juice, what is a Cooter? And why are they so fucked up?
Well, Cooter's a character type and a straight chillin' exclusive. Cooter has to hit 3 of these 5 points to be considered a Cooter. We want the Cooter with the most points. 5 points of Cooterdom are sexual deviance, manipulation, smug arrogance, overall looking attire, and overall patheticness. Boys, I think we're going Captain Nolan this week.
All right. Mr. I don't know what monogamy is himself.
Pathetic.
What does that mean? I don't know. Pathetic. You know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Is he? Well, he's not sexually deviant.
I don't know that he does.
No, I don't even think. Does he even sleep with that woman who's just constantly throwing her naked body at him?
Yeah,
no,
I think
she's there to be a sex object, and he is not interested in that sex object.
I mean, they flirt, but I don't think they ever do anything.
I don't think he ever. I mean, maybe if it's implied, but I mean, yeah,
it seems like it would be like
maybe a whale bit is
consensual, even if it did. So I don't think. Yeah. So, is he manipulative?
His line is.
I'm not really. I mean, he's a little manipulative at the beginning with her.
Yeah, no,
he's just like trying to blow her
he's
off.
He's not tricking anybody. Yeah,
can't even trick the
trying to
whale.
blow her off or whatever. Yeah.
No. Can't do it.
He can't even make up his. I'll tell you, like, he can't make up his fucking mind whether or not he wants to go or stay. Like within one conversation, he changes his mind 3 times. I'm pretty sure.
So maybe
he's like, well, fine, I'm not gonna go.
Himself.
Maybe
Yeah,
the
he's just like a-
patheticness, because he can't figure out what to do, and he accidentally kills the wrong whale and then hoses the fetus off the deck.
He does kill the wrong whale.
Yeah.
And I don't know what his plan was anyways. And also, he didn't really put a lot of thought into it. He literally just
Being
found
dumb as
out
shit
about
is
whales
not
like the day
on the
before
Cooter
and decided,
calendar,
I'm
though.
going to go catch one.
He's a little pathetic. That,
Pathetic.
He's a
Let's
little.
go
Being kind of
pathetic.
dumb and ill-advised is not one of the points, though. I guess it's a
Yeah.
little
Pathetic.
pathetic.
It's a stretch.
He
Maybe
gets
we're
like all of
stretching
his friends killed over nothing.
That's kind of their fault, though, for most of them, anyway.
Shouldn't be helping him, that's for sure.
No, I mean,
Looking at tire, he needs some new threads, man. That thing's
Yeah,
falling
but he
apart.
looks-
but he's like
it.
pulling
Like a
off salty
sea.
semen.
Yeah, he's got the salt sea.
All right.
He's doing
I
it.
don't know.
Well,
It's a
maybe
tough
he
sell
doesn't
for
hit
me.
any of them points. Damn.
That's the thing is, I think he's maybe
Kinda
on
thought
the
he
bubble for a
would.
couple of those things, but I think it's very, very hard to
Well,
argue.
What
So,
about the whale?
The whale.
Yeah.
We're going with the whale. Willie, my boy
Manipulation.
Willie.
Manipulation.
manipulation? Yeah, he
Manipulate.
tricks them into getting hit with an iceberg instead of busting through the bottom of their ship like he did with every other fucking ship in
he
town.
sinks all the other ships and then he blows up their fuel.
But this
and-
one, he has to fucking do a mouse trap.
I don't know. He's
Yeah, at the
manipulating
beginning of
them
the
into
film,
following
he
him.
hits the boat like 3 times and it's completely fucked up. But this time he's got to take him out to the middle of the iceberg. Like, what?
That's where he wants
I
it to
don't
be.
know.
Those are the killing fields.
What? What?
I don't know, man. I feel like he would be wearing like
He also sank like every other boat. Just
Yeah.
wait till they're out in the ocean, sink the boat.
Sink that shit. So maybe the whale's
wearing his-
pathetic.
I don't know.
Maybe
The
there's
The way
whale.
it's planned does not make sense.
might just not be a Cooter in this.
Yeah,
I just
there's
don't
not
think
even
there
really
is.
any like piece of shit character.
If it's
Even
not-
they give
no.
a lot of sympathy to the whale, really.
Yeah,
like
right. If
there's
it's
no
not the whale or
real
Nolan,
straight
I-
villain. Yeah,
I don't think it's
No,
anybody.
I don't think there is anybody. Like maybe that one fisherman who's like representative of the town or something. But like even that's pretty meeting it more than halfway.
his
Yeah.
I
first
don't think we
mate
got a
has
Cooter.
sex out of wedlock with.
Oh,
Well, he just
with Bo
doesn't know
Derek,
the meaning of monogamous.
that's the opposite of pathetic, I would say.
Randy said that's alpha behavior.
Oh,
That
he's
is
the real alpha.
behavior. Look, if you want to be on the tail end of Omega, you go for it. I'm gonna be over here in Alpha Town.
Randy is in Alpha Town.
Yeah. well,
Population.
Born and raised in Alphaville.
Can only be one alpha.
in Alpha Town. It's a very lonely town.
It's a really sad, lonely
Population
town.
of me, bitch. Hell yeah.
Oh God.
All right,
Yeah, I don't think
Cooter
there's-
free. It's the way to be,
yeah.
man.
Way to go, Orca. You got no cooters in you. Well, we got time for what we've been watching. Let's go ahead and get into it.
Hey gang, what you been watching?
Rand Dorsal, what else you been watching this week?
So, not a whole lot of change for me. Been very busy, so what's continued to be on my screen has been Taskmaster as I drift off into Dreamland. Almost through Poker Face. I'm taking it real slow with this, not really intentionally, just because of lack of time. But season 2, I've got like 3 or 4 more episodes. And it's a great...
song.
No, it is not.
Damn
I'm
it.
sorry
Should
to
be.
say.
Damn it.
But it is a good show. Working through DK Bonanza, it's still very fun. It's a fun game. And then the only thing of note, really, on my list is I caught an early screening of Caught Stealing, the Aronofsky film, which I found to be great fun. It was very different from his previous film, ironically called The Whale, which was a categorically huge bummer on pretty much every level.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think I've soured on it as time has gone on a little bit, but like I think I just really liked the performances specifically because the writing was not like looking back at it, having seen it a second time. I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm not sure what this movie's really aiming for. But Caught Stealing is very straightforward. It's a pretty straightforward action flick with some great performances as well. Some really cool sequences, I would say, for what they are. Nothing life-changing going on in this movie. It's like pulp action stuff, but it's fun. I had a really good time watching it, so
I want to see
recommend
that.
it for that.
Nice.
Yeah, it's worth watching. I've heard a lot of people say they soured on it because they kept seeing the same trailer. They over-trailered it, I guess, with the same trailer over and over again. But I only saw it a couple times. I was like, oh, Aronofsky doing an action movie, trying to do a Guy Ritchie movie. I could be seated for that.
Yeah, big Guy Ritchie vibes. Yeah.
I got what I paid for, you know?
Cool.
I also got a Q&A. They also did it was an Alamo Q&A thing. So Aronofsky and whatever the Austin Butler, the lead in that movie, did a little Q&A, but there wasn't much substance to it. And as always, those things just never play correctly, and it was just a technical nightmare at our theater. So
fun.
Yeah, that's it for me. Soju, how about you?
I haven't been watching a whole lot, but I did start that King of the Hill reboot because I saw it pop up on my Disney. I was really excited because I was like, man, I haven't gone through King of the Hill in a while because it hasn't been on any of my streaming services, and it's only the new season. That's it. There's no. Yeah, which I mean, so whatever, but I started it and actually it's pretty good. It's better than I thought from the clips that I had seen on YouTube. I'm just a few episodes in, but it's pretty smooth, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying
it. Feels like it belongs, doesn't it?
Yeah, it doesn't feel out of place. Yeah, it doesn't feel like an awkward reboot.
Probably the worst part about it is just the animation is not as not as painterly as it used to be because it's not done like it used to be.
Yeah. But no, I mean, the characters Peggy's cracking me up. The one of the episodes she was
Saudi Arabia
go into a Pilates class and she's like, I'm off to teach a Pilates teacher how to teach a Pilates class. That shit cracked me up. The beat of it was so perfect. But yeah, I've been enjoying that. And then I've been going through I've been going through this year's Treehouse of Horrors, and I watched some of the other ones too. And then I was listening back to some of our old coverage of Treehouse. And dude, this is our 6th year doing Treehouse.
Crazy, man.
Yeah, which is so more than half of the podcast we've been doing Simpsons, which is coverage, which is crazy.
We threw more than half of the Treehouse episodes too.
Yeah. Because I think there's around 38 or something. This year we're doing 22, up to 22, I think. Something 21 Twitch or something. But yeah, that's nuts. But I think that's all I've been watching pretty much. Bob, how about you? What you been watching?
A few new things here. We finally made it to the theater to watch Fantastic Four with your boy Pedro Pascal and some other folks. I forget the dude's name. The cousin from The Bear is in this, and also the Eddie, the dude that plays Eddie in Stranger Things season 4 is in this. Overall, a medium Marvel movie, I think. I really loved the set design and that sort of 50s atomic age kind of look they were going for. And it's set in New York City, but an alternate New York City. So it looks familiar, but kind of different. I think they did designed everything really well. And I really liked the setup and the reveal of the big bad, but then the climax came and it was that's the end. And it was just a very plain, Marvel ending.
Yeah.
Didn't really love the ending, but the setup was solid.
Watched it looks I like the color palette and stuff, the design looks. I still haven't seen the movie in theater, so
yeah, it looks beautiful, but yeah, it's just kind of mediocre at the end of it, I guess.
Yeah, it's too bad.
Watched another Pedro Pascal joint called Freaky Tales. This is on Max currently. I think you can get it on Blu-ray too, and it's kind of a Pulp Fiction-y sort of thing where it's 4 different stories, but they all take place at the same time, kind of interwoven. So it's takes place in Oakland in 1989, I believe is the year, and there's 4 different segments. One is about these punk rock kids fighting Nazis. The other one's about these 2 girls that get in a rap battle, and the third and fourth are kind of the most directly connected. Pedro Pascal plays this dude who's trying to change his life, keep it spoiler free. And then there's this evil dude in this fourth segment that doesn't want him to do that. So there's, some of them are better than some of the segments are better than the others, but there's this weird green hue around town, and if the hue is on something, then it's mystical, magical things can kind of happen. So it's sort of more of a, I guess, thriller sci-fi kind of thing, but it's very much in the genre. So it's got some interesting beats happening overall. I thought it was pretty fun, a fun, enjoyable watch. I was kind of happy to just, sit down and watch it on Max. I don't know that it really needed a theatrical release or anything like that, but pretty cool. Also some surprising cameos, some random big name actors just kind of pop up here and there, which was interesting. So Freaky Tales on Max. And also went to the theater to watch a movie called Jimmy and Stiggs. And this is the first release from Eli Roth's new production label called The Horror Section. And this is the latest film by Joe Bagos. He's a director who's made a few things. Most recently before this was Christmas Bloody Christmas. And he actually directed a movie we'll be talking about next week as well. And this... it's okay. I was thinking about maybe doing a mini cast on it. I don't know. It's about this dude who is stuck in his apartment and aliens abduct him and crazy shit happens.
Whoa.
It
sounds hot.
Sounds hot. I don't know if I'd describe it like that, but this was one of those movies that started during the pandemic. He was just making it in his own apartment because nobody could go anywhere and do anything. And he just sort of made it in his spare time over the past 4 years and eventually kind of finished it up. And then Eli Roth's company, picked it up and distributed the thing. It's got, it's very much drenched in these these vibrant neon colors, which is kind of his style. He always shoots on film too. So it's got this natural film grain look. I overall just love the aesthetic of his movies, but sometimes the content is a little lacking, and I think that is very much the case here. It's sort of a style over substance thing. A lot of practical effects, tons of blood and guts flying everywhere, but it's pretty. Not a whole lot more to say about it, really. Eli Roth did shoot a couple faux trailers for movies that aren't coming out, kind of like they did for the middle section of Grindhouse. And they had 2 of those play at the front end of this movie, which were really funny and enjoyable. There's one called The Piano Killer, and the other one was called Don't Go in That House, Bitch. Bitches leave. Bitches leave, yeah. And then if you stayed after the credits, there was a short little maybe 10-minute interview that Eli Roth did with Joe Bagos in his apartment, which still had blood spattered all over the walls and shit, which was kind of cool. So, they're rolling out the red carpet for this movie. There's some bells and whistles with it. I think if for no other reason, go check it out just to support indie horror filmmakers. But yeah, there you go. That's what I've been watching.
Cool.
Jimmy and Stiggs. Cool. We do have one voicemail, so let's jump over into our Hotline Screams.
Hotline Scream.
If you guys are listening and would like to call and leave a voicemail, you can hit us up at 904-638-3231. We're going to be hearing from our boy Midnight Mike tonight. Let's hear what he's got to say.
All right. What up, boys? Midnight Mike here. Goddamn Weapons. What a fucking great movie, right? Went and saw it yesterday with the missus, and she really enjoyed it, even though to this day she will still say that Barbarian is the dumbest shit she's ever watched with me. But anyways, I was on vacation a few weeks ago, so I'm finally caught up on all the episodes. Just want to touch on a few things. Legacy sequels. The best one, it's 2018 Halloween. They should have just stopped it there. It was a fucking great movie. We all would have been happy. And I was also going to say, Happy Gilmore 2 was not a bad Legacy sequel, but then Bob shit all over that, so fucking whatever. We'll move on. I think what was it? You guys are talking about things that scare you. Real quick, witches and ghosts, and fuck ghost witches. That's like the worst. So the Blair Witch, that movie scared the shit out of me. And it sat with me. The Witch, that movie sat with me real heavy. Then the first time I saw Hell House LLC, that movie just, it creeped me the fuck out. And it's one of my favorites. I still watch it. Doesn't hit the same. But recently, those guys made a movie called 824 Forest Road. And fucking Ghost Witch, man. And I watched that movie. And when I watch a movie at night and everyone's already in bed and I'm walking through the house, shutting the lights off, make sure the doors are locked, and I'm checking over my shoulder, that movie did me right. That's what does it. But, all right. Well, I guess that's it till next time.
That's I hadn't heard of that movie. I'm gonna
Looks
look it
like
up.
it just came out this year. It says 2025.
Yeah, I think it's on Shudder.
Oh,
pretty sure.
Well, have to check
I'll tell
that
you
one
what.
out then.
I do agree with both of those picks for scarier movies that have scary moments. Certainly, like have a lot of the Blair Witch still scares me a lot. A lot of people are bored by it, but I think it's a pretty frightening story. And I think really for me, I guess what scares me is like walking through darkness, like walking through spooky darkness is scary as shit to me.
It's not very
and the point of view of that happening is more than enough to get me there. What's that, Bub?
It's not very alpha of you, Randy.
Well,
I think that's why when we were talking about actual scary movies, one of the ones I mentioned was The Descent, because a lot of it does take place in darkness. Being
the claustrophobia of that gets me.
Yeah.
Freaks me out.
Being in a place where there's no natural lighting is very strange. Like just earlier this year in the spring, we went to an island and I rented a car and it was like driving through this forest that had no lights. And it was so creepy.
That shit's spooky.
It's really
I've done that before
creepy.
with like fog on like low-lying fog, and it's fucking David Lynch shit, man. It's scary.
Yeah, can you imagine when there was like no electricity or anything? People just lived that way.
They just lived without
out
electricity.
in the woods.
God
with
bless
no
them.
Lights. Oof,
God bless
that would be
them.
spooky.
Hell House
Find
LLC.
one ghetto blaster. It's bullshit.
LLC gets me pretty good. I recently watched the fourth one, Origins, because everybody said that was like the next
Carmichael
best.
Manor?
Yeah, Carmichael Manor. And dude, that did have a couple moments where I was like, holy shit. Like, yeah, they scared
It holds
the
together
fucking
better than
pants
the
off
other
me.
two narratively, and I think that allows the other stuff to shine better. But there's some real moments in that one.
Their fifth one is coming out. It's actually getting a theatrical release in like 2 weeks, like really soon.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not a found footage joint though. This is going to be straight narrative, I guess. Switching it up a
Blair Witch
little
2
bit.
Book of Shadows style. What could go wrong?
Recently, my brother was texting me about watching Skinamarink for the first time. I was like, oh, that's the one that's kind of freaked a lot of people out too.
Yeah.
That's another reason that movie freaked me out. Is like wandering around in the darkness, not sure what's around the corner, not sure what's 5 feet in front of you. That's spooky as fuck.
It made me scream out loud.
I don't. Do you remember which moment it was that made you scream?
It was like I don't remember exactly what happened. I remember there was like a loud, like, because the movie's mostly silent. There's a loud noise that happened, and I can't remember what happened visually because it was so long ago.
Was it like when the door disappeared or something?
No, they were like,
or maybe it was the little telephone guy.
It was when they're in the parents' bedroom, I think. And you finally see somebody. I think that's what got me. There's like a loud noise with it too.
I have to revisit that one.
Yeah. I think
especially
I tried to watch it with Beck
coming up.
I tried to watch that with Beck, and Beck was asleep in 5 minutes. So
understandable.
That was months ago. I still catch shit for it. I'm like, you know what? I can't argue with you, but at the same time, shut up.
You rip on me 13 or 14
It's
more
a good
times,
movie.
Beck. I'm out of here.
For good.
For good.
We're gonna get divorced over Skinamarink.
You got 13 times left over the rest of our life.
I won't be disparaged.
You better really choose them. You gotta Don't wear them out. Thanks for calling, Midnight Mike, and answering multiple questions. Yeah, about legacy sequels and movies that actually still are able to scare you, which are both very difficult to do, to make a good legacy sequel and or to make a good movie that is legitimately scary. Very difficult things to do. If you guys are listening, you got answers for either one of those. I think those are still kind of evergreen questions. Hit us up at 904-638-3231 and let us know. Do you guys have any other questions you want to throw out for next week?
I don't know. I want to keep talking about what scares people.
Especially going
divorce
into
it from the idea.
Season, you know,
what are some things that scare you,
from the
but
idea
also
of a specific
kind of
movie
turn you on a little bit?
Those are the best. The fear boner.
What gives you your fear boner? The biggest, burliest fear boner you can come up with.
Burliest.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's alpha of you.
Well, my dick has a bicep.
Oh, that's nuts. Hit us up, 904-638-3231. What still scares you, but also maybe turns you on? Let us know.
What gives you the weirdest boner?
We'll be back next week, as always, with a brand new show. We're talking about another Patreon pick. This one was chosen by none other than Logan. The movie is...
Oh, shit.
I can always count on Logan.
The movie is Bliss from 2019.
I don't know what that is.
A Joe Bagos joint. Check it out. It is currently on Tubi. So
I haven't seen this one yet.
Easy to find. Slam your eyeballs into it. Get ready for next week.
From what year?
2019.
Oh, I guess there was also Bliss from 2021. So
don't watch that.
Be careful, everyone.
Yeah,
it did real well. Apparently,
it's about an artist. I believe she's a painter, and she does drugs and wild shit happens. But it's another
this is a cool poster,
neon-soaked kind of looking thing. Yeah,
kind of reminds me of what was that French film that came out? I met that dude. At Beefon.
Oh, swag, brag.
With that guy who he took the drugs and he's French and it's just one night of him tripping balls or whatever. Yeah, Mads.
Yeah, that shit was wild.
He took the drugs and he's French. Well, now I don't know who the fuck you can talk.
He took the drugs.
He's a French and he's high.
He's a Frenchman. He's tripping balls.
You know the one.
That's how I speak.
You ever seen that one? With the Frenchie, a fucked up Frenchie, you know the one.
Okay,
Mads.
all right.
I'm out of here. That was it. That was your 13th. I'm cutting this episode off.
That's it. Yeah, check out Bliss from 2019. Get ready for next week's show. Hit us up on all the socials. Just search Straight Chilling Podcast. We'll pop right up. If you'd like to join in the daily Slack channel conversations, hit us up on one of those social media outlets. I'll send you a link so you can do so. And until next week, as always, all you beautiful mother truckers, please keep chilling.
Bitches leave.